Hi, my name is Kori and I'm an instructor at the A-Side Craft Center. Today I'm going to teach you how to make pom pom earrings, which you can see I'm wearing in this video. Let's get started. So for this, all you need are 5 supplies: a pom pom maker, scissors, earring hooks, a ruler, and yarn. So once you have your supplies ready, you're going to grab your pom pom maker, and what you're going to do first is open it up so it looks like this, and then grab your yarn, and you're going to start by picking a half that you're going to start wrapping. It doesn't matter either way, you can just pick one randomly, and then start wrapping the yarn all around this little half circle. I usually start by starting in the middle and then going outward, but it really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfectly systematic. It will turn out fine. And you're gonna basically wrap it until it looks really full. The fuller it is, the more circular and the more fluffy it will look. So it is up to your personal preference, but somewhere around here would be a good place to end. And then next what you're gonna do is thread this yarn through this space here. So you're gonna wanna end at the edge that has the opening right here. And then what you're gonna do, close it halfway and move the yarn through the space into the other half. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing, just with the other half of the circle. Again, I started in the middle, but it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever feels best for you. And you want to keep them pretty standard to each other. So basically look at your other half and see how much you wrapped that other one and make the other one look about similar. And then what you're going to do is close it right up so that it's a circle again, and you're going to cut off an end. It doesn't matter how much space you leave. I usually just cut it off right here, and you can always make adjustments. So if there's a little edge peeking out, it won't matter. So next what you're going to do is grab your pom pom maker and grab your pair of scissors, and you're gonna cut through the center right here. So it looks like that. And then you're gonna do it the same exact thing on the other side. And then once you're done with that, you're gonna grab your yarn and a ruler, and you're gonna measure a 12-inch piece of yarn. So as you can see, it's about a foot right here. And you're gonna grab the pom pom maker and your piece of yarn, and you're gonna wrap the piece of yarn around the center right in this space here, and even out the edges or the ends so they're nice and equal in length. And then you're gonna tighten it by pulling the ends right here, and you're gonna tie it off nice and tight. And then do one more knot to keep it nice and secure. And then once you're done with that, here comes the most satisfying part of this whole process, which is taking out the pom-pom. So you can undo these ends right here, and then these ends, and then you have your pom-pom. So as you can see, it always comes out a little funky looking. How you're gonna fix that is get your scissors, and you're gonna cut off any ends that make it look uneven, and as well as using your fingers kind of fluff up to make the yarn more evenly spread throughout the pom-pom. There you have it. So now what we're gonna do is attach your pom-pom to an earring hook, which looks just like this. And so how you're gonna do that is thread one of your strands through the hole right here, as you can see right at the bottom. At this point, you don't need both of your end pieces, so you can feel free to cut off the other one if you haven't done so already. There you go. And then it's up to you how long you want to keep this section right here. I usually do about 3 inches, but it's really up to you and how you want it to lay. And then you're gonna knot it right at the end once you have your preferred length of this section. And I usually do 2 or 3 knots. As you can see, I have a secure knot right up here. And then you can cut off this loose end, just like that. And then you can follow the exact same steps to make the other earring of your pair, and then you'll have a pair of earrings. So as you can see, I'm wearing the finished product. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.